Hey children, we are back. Knock knock. So, we are doing unit 1 of grade 11 CBSE syllabus. The unit is called as units and measurements. And in the last one, what we studied about what is a unit, system of unit, advantages of SI system, and the different units of measurement. And now what will we study now? We will study about dimensional analysis, dimensions and dimensional formula, and dimensional formula of physical quantity. So let's start with the recap what we have studied. So the topics studied by us were unit, the chosen standard of measurement of a quantity which has essentially the same nature as that of the quantity is called as that unit of that quantity. Okay, system of units, FPS, CGS, MKS, SI. Then the advantages of SI, it's a rational system, metric system, coherent, closely related with CGS, having only say absolute units, no gravitational ones. Okay, the practical units of measurement, astronomical unit, average distance between center of sun and center of earth. And what was the value? One astronomical unit is 1.496 into 10 to the power of 11 meters. And light year? Light year was the distance traveled by light in 1 year, which was 9.46 into 10 to the power of 15 meters. Also, we studied about parsec. Parsec, it is the radius of a circle at the center of which an arc of the circle, one astronomical unit long, subtends an angle of 1 second. And what was the value? 3.084 into 10 to the power of 16 meters. Now let's start today. Dimensional analysis. First of all, what is the dimension of a physical quantity? So, the dimension of a physical quantity is the power to which the fundamental quantities must be raised to represent that physical quantity completely. Let's take an example. Let's find out the dimensions of velocity. Velocity, displacement upon time. Now, what is displacement? Displacement is length, time is t. So, what am I getting? Lt minus 1. Or I can write it as m0 L t minus 1 because m is not there, so anything to the power of 0 is 1. That's why m0 L and t minus 1. Here the dimensions of velocity are 0 in terms of mass, 1 in terms of length, and minus 1, which is here, in terms of time. Now, what do you mean by dimensional formula? So the expression which shows how and which of the fundamental quantities represents the dimensions of a physical quantity is called as the dimensional formula of the given physical quantity. Let's try to understand this with an example. The dimensional formula for velocity, m0 L t minus 1. So here what is the information I'm getting from this thing called as the dimensional formula? I am getting the information that here which of the fundamental quantities are used? Length and time. And by how much? Length by 1 times and time by minus 1 times. Acceleration, the dimensions is m0 lt minus 2. Okay, density, which is m L to the power of minus 3 and t to the power of 0. Don't worry children, in the next slide I will tell you how to find out the dimension. Let's go. Okay, the first thing, velocity. Do you know the formula for velocity? It is distance upon time. Let's find out. Distance is L, time is t. So what am I getting? Lt minus 1. Correct. Acceleration. What is the formula? Velocity upon time. Velocity, we just found out, Lt minus 1 divided by t. So this t's go upstairs and it becomes LT minus 2. Force is F is equals to MA. Wow, M is M and A is LT minus 2. So what is the dimension? MLT minus 2. Linear momentum represented by P, having formula P is equals to mv. Okay, M is M and V is LT minus 1. So what am I getting? MLT minus 1. Next is impulse. Impulse is represented by capital I, although a capital I is used to represent current also and other quantity, but here we are taking impulse. So it is force into time. Now what was force? MLT minus 2 and time is t. So M, L and t minus 1, because minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Okay. Next one, pressure or stress. Do you remember the formula? Pressure is force upon area. Now force is MLT minus 2 upon area is L square. 1 it gets cancelled out. So ML minus 1, T minus 2. Work or energy, they have the same dimensions. So work is force into distance. Okay. Force is MLT minus 2. Distance is L. So what are the dimensions? ML2 T minus 2. Power. Power is work upon time or energy upon time. Okay. Work is ML2 T minus 2 upon T. This T go upstairs and it's minus 3. So ML2 T minus. Let's move forward. More physical. Frequency. Frequency is 1 by time period. So it is 1 by T, that is T minus 1. Density. Density is mass by volume. Mass is M, volume is L to the power of 3. So it is ml minus 3. Angular velocity. Now angular velocity is represented by omega and it is angular displacement upon time. And children, angular displacement has no dimensions, that is 1 I can write. Okay, so 1 by t is t minus 1. Okay, angular acceleration. Angular acceleration represented by alpha, which is omega by t. Now omega was t minus 1, we just found out, upon t, so t minus 2. Moment of inertia, again represented by the symbol I. Don't worry children, we will study about this later in our syllabus. So just remember the formulas. We are here to find the dimensions. M is M and R is distance. So R square, that is L square. So ML2. Okay. Torque, again, this is another thing you will study later. This symbol is called as tau, by the way. This is called as tau and it is equal to I alpha. We know both the dimensions. I is ML2 and alpha is T minus 2. So ML2 T minus 2. Angular momentum. There are two kinds of momentum. One we studied earlier, which was called as linear momentum. This is the other one called as angular momentum. And the formula is L is equal to R into P or R cross P. R is L and P linear momentum was MLT minus 1. So it is ML2 T minus 1. Velocity gradient, that is velocity by distance or length. So velocity is LT minus 1 divided by L. L cancels out. So T minus 1. Can you see here frequency, angular velocity and velocity gradient have the same dimensions. Okay. Further, children, this one is a very important one. Planck's constant. In a lot of questions this is used. It is energy by frequency. Now energy was ml2 t minus 2. Frequency is t minus 1. So ml2 t minus 1. Coefficient of viscosity, as I said, we will study later about this, but the formula I'm providing you, F into R upon area into velocity. F is ml2 t mlt minus 2. R is L A is L square, V is Lt minus 1. So here, if I solve this, can you see L, that is L square cancel, 1 is remaining, L minus 1, M is there, and T minus 1. So Ml minus 1, T minus 1. Gravitational force constant, capital G, it is Fr square upon mass 1 into mass 2. Now, G is equals to, force is mlt minus 2, R square is L square, and M into M. So 1M cancels out. What am I getting? M minus 1 L cube T minus 2. Okay. The last one, children. Surface tension. Surface tension is force by length. That is mlt minus 2 divided by L. So mt minus 2. So these were the most important 20 dimensions that you need to learn. Okay. But there are some interesting cases, kids. Physical quantities having no unit, no dimension. Refractive index and strain have no unit and no dimension. There are physical quantities which have unit but no dimension. Angle, angular displacement. Okay. By the way, the unit of angle is radian, and for angular displacement it is again radian. Quantities having same dimensions: force and tension, work and torque, impulse and momentum. Scalar and vector quantities having same dimension: speed scalar, velocity vector have same dimension, work scalar, torque vector having same dimension. Okay. Now let us recapitulate what we have studied. So the topic studied first was definition of dimensions. Okay. They are the powers to which the fundamental quantities must be raised to represent that quantity completely. Then the dimension formula of physical quantities: velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, angular velocity, torque, frequency, power, impulse, moment of inertia, density, velocity gradient, pressure, Planck's constant, angular acceleration, coefficient of viscosity, universal gravitational constant, angular momentum. Then we had the special cases: physical quantities with no unit, no dimension, refractive index and strain. Okay. Physical quantity with units and no dimension, angle and angular velocity. And the last case was physical quantities having same dimension, work and energy, speed and velocity. Now children, after all this, let's do a few questions. That is the assignment. So the first question: write two physical quantities having same dimensions, and the second case, no dimensions. There are four cases given. You have to tell which pairs have the same dimensions. Third one: can a quantity have constant value and be dimensionless? Fourth: choose the pair of quantities having the same dimension out of these of the following things. Now this is interesting. If slap times speed is equals to power, what is the dimensional formula for slap? Okay. Now can a physical quantity have unit but no dimension, dimensions but no unit, neither dimension nor unit? Give examples wherever possible. And the last one: E, M, L and G denote energy, mass, angular momentum and gravitational constant respectively. Find the dimensions of E, L square, M5, G square. Okay. So children, try this assignment on your own, but if you want to check whether your answers are correct or not, let's move forward to the answers. The first question: two physical quantities having same dimensions. And no. Okay. Same dimensions, work and energy. One case, speed and velocity. And this is the bonus: wavelength and distance. Wavelength also has the dimensions L. Second scenario: no dimensions, angle, Reynolds number. Reynolds number is a number about which you will study in the unit of bulk property, bulk matter. Okay, properties of bulk matter. There you will study. Angular displacement. Okay, this was the second question. Okay, dimensions of torque is ml to t minus 2, work is ml to t minus 2. They are same. Okay. Angular momentum ml2t minus 1, work ml2t minus 2, not same. Young's modulus ml minus 1 t minus 2, energy ml2 t minus 2, so not same. Light year L, wavelength L. Third question, can a quantity have constant value and be dimensionless? Yes, pi is having a constant value and it is dimensionless. Okay, from the pair we have to find out which have the same dimensions. Let's find out. Dimensions of impulse mlt minus 1, force mlt minus 2, work ml2t minus 2, momentum ml minus 1 t minus 1, moment of force ml2t minus 2, tension mlt minus 2. Can you see these two have same dimension? Okay, then work and moment of force have same dimension, force and tension have same dimensions. So all the three pairs we found out. Now the slap question, let's come to the slap question. Okay, so slap was speed into power. Okay, so speed is lt minus 1 and power was ml2t minus 3. So what are the dimensions of slap? M, L cube and t minus. Sixth question, can a physical quantity have units but no dimension? Okay, yes, angle has units but no dimension. Angular displacement also. Second, dimensions but no unit. No, it's not possible. Neither dimension nor units. Yes, refractive index, trigonometric ratios. Okay, they don't have dimension, they don't have units. Last one, this one. I have to find out the dimensions of this term. Let's try to find out. E L square over m5 g square. Now E is energy, ml2t minus 2, L is angular momentum, so ml2t minus 1 whole square, m5 and this gm minus 1 L cube t minus. Children, don't confuse this L with the length. It is angular momentum. Okay, on solving we are getting m cube in the numerator, m cube L6t minus 4. Okay, m5 and m minus 2 L6t minus 4. So what are we getting? M0 L0 T0. So the dimensions are not there. So it's a dimensionless quantity. Okay, children. So this is the first thing that we studied about dimensions. Do come for the next video to understand how to check the correctness of an equation. Goodbye.